Did we talk about People Can Fly?
What's the full story there? They
basically had 2 projects that were announced they were working on, and they announced today that both of them are getting shut down and they're cutting a part of their force.
Jeez.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. Basically, it had something to do with they had a disagreement with the publisher. Something did not happen properly with the publisher. They were not able to lock down the proper funding. So yeah, they do as People Can Fly. People Can Fly were the people that, unfortunately, I will always remember them. And I know this is kind of negative, but I will always remember them as one of the largest dropping the ball companies of any game dev. And the reason being was for their game called Outriders, which they made this game called Outriders.
I forgot they did that.
And it was actually like, it actually had a community forming. It had like this hardcore farming community. And then basically what they did was they did this big patch that nerfed a huge amount of people. And everyone was like, what are you doing? Nobody likes this. And then they just like went quiet for 2 weeks. And then on top of that, they had a massive game breaking bug from the beta that made it into live. So they the world was their oyster. And technically they just, honestly, they've kind of been falling since then. It's kind of been like, since that Outrider debacle, it's kind of been somewhat downhill since then. I mean, you may be able to trace back this to that.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was terrible. It was one of the biggest like hero to zeros that we've seen in game dev in a long time. So it was very unfortunate. But yeah, apparently that may have had an effect because the ripples have made it to the current day, and we don't know if they're shutting down yet, but they just canceled their 2 active projects. So we'll see.